Hello and welcome. My name is Ruchika Jha. I'm from Impact, and today we are joined by Mr. Vedang Patel, co founder of the Soul Store. Known for redefining casual wear and building one of India's most loved homegrown brands. So, throughout the conversation, we'll talk about Soul Store's quirky collections, merchandises, its marketing strategies, and upcoming plans, of course. Hello, Mr. Patel. Good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon. Thank you so much for having me.
So, Mr. Patel, my first question is that over the past few years, we've been seeing that Soul Store has done some eye-catching collaborations. So, what, according to you, which ones have stood out for the brand and why?
I think so. The way we look at our collaborations is it's always eye-catching to some people, right? Like you may be a fan of some Indian inspired print. Someone else may be a fan of superheroes. Someone else may be a fan of anime. I think it's been eye-catching to those specific audience that some people obviously go across different interests and it can be different things can be eye-catching for different people. So there's no one specific collab that I would say would be eye-catching, but what we are very interested and proud about pushing forward are a lot of the Indian IPs. For example, we have ISRO, which is my personal favorite. But there are some people who don't like ISRO so much, they may like something else. And that's absolutely okay with us. We are the home of pop culture. And we're here for different people and their different interests.
Got it. And we've also been seeing that. I think personally, I saw that Soulstore was probably the first brand, according to me, that brought anime inspired collections, partnering with so many anime series. So, this theme seems to be a gaining traction among target audience, your target audience as well. So, what led you to explore that space? And once you introduced anime merchandises and sneakers as well. So, what was your audience's response to that?
Response has been awesome. I think what led us to it is we are just fans of pop culture. Like if you come to my home, for example, you'll see a lot of Goku figurines. I'm very, yeah, I'm very childish that way. So we're just fans in general. We know that this will work. In general, anime takes years to actually work with them, get your designs approved, etc. And I do mean years, while maybe some other IPs take a shorter time. So it's a lot of work. There's a lot of back and forth. In that back and forth, I think sometimes even designs get compromised to meet their brand language versus how elaborate we like to be with our designs. So there is a lot of back and forth on that, and that time has it's taken its time basically. So that's why you may see it recently, but the work on it has been going on for a few years now.
Got it. And if you can tell us about the marketing mix for the Soul Store, what does it look like as of now? And how much, if at all, if you can mention the percentage of marketing spends that you do annually for the Soul Store?
Yeah, our marketing spend is about 10-11% of our PNL. I'm very proud of it because it's substantially lower than what most online first brands would be.
Right.
The main reason we've been able to do this is because I think we've created a very strong customer base that is very loyal to us. The loyalty has also come because uh, we do a good job in terms of design, collection, especially quality, which lets our retention numbers continue to be strong.
Right, and we've also came to know about Soul Stores' offline expansion. If you could brief us about that as well, and what are your plans for expanding internationally?
Plans for expanding internationally. So we have a couple of locations that we've closed, and those are actually under fit out. Uh, on the general retail expansion, I think we have cracked product market fit, your general PMF, and hence when we open a store, it does really well. What we now concentrate on is making sure that there is the offline experience reflects the brand that we are. So you will see very cool design centric stores,
Hmm.
especially the newer ones. If you check out a Jodhpur store, Goa store, uh, Bhatinda store, at the store in Dahisar in Bombay or Kolaba. These
Hmm.
are these reflect the design language that of the brand, and we will continue to do that in our retail expansion. But our country still shops primarily offline. We know that for growth, that is the direction to go in. Although our online business is also growing, so yeah, we are just we are following our customer and where they shop from.
Right. So, with the commencement of offline stores for Soul Store, what percentage have you seen that the percentage of your revenue now comes from both these mediums, and how has that shifted, if at all?
So our revenue breakup is about 55% our own website and app,
Hmm.
about 35% are offline stores, and about 10-15% are all the marketplaces like Myntra and so on, all put together.
Hmm.
We now as a brand strategy, we are agnostic as to channel versus being present at channels where customers buy us.
Hmm.
Um, so there is obviously a lot of tailwind for the offline expansion. We are seeing good returns at our stores. We're seeing good store profitability. So I
Right.
can't complain.
Okay, that's actually interesting. And also, if you could tell us about how do you balance between the mass appeal collection versus niche fandom drops, as in when Soul Store announces.
We don't need try and balance. We have to make sure that we are the home of pop culture, and for this, our collections are across all fandoms, whether niche or mass appeal. At the same time, what we have realized is the customer themselves have in their wardrobe their niche fandoms. At the same time, they have maybe a more generic shirt like the one I'm wearing right now. So we make sure that we balance out what that customer's wardrobe would want to look like so that we can be the one-stop destination for that customer.
Completely agreed. And we've also been seeing that several apparel brands are now focusing on QCOM platforms, partnering with them like Zepto or probably with Instamart and Blinkit. So, what is your take on that? And are you considering either partnering with any of these QCOM platforms or coming up with something of your own?
No, I think if the customer same, let me just take you down the same philosophy because these questions aren't that hard if you stick to it, right? We want to be present where the customer is. The customer, if they're present on quick commerce, of course, which they are, then we have to be present on that. So our basic learning is that yes, we shall start making some inroads, which we already have on these platforms, and yes, they are showing some traction. Do I think that it will be a major share? If I had a crystal ball right now, it seems like it won't be a major share given the number of SKUs and the fast changing pace of SKUs that apparel industry usually has. But I think a lot of your core products which are not changing, and for us even Batman, Superman don't change. I think those will definitely do well on quick commerce.
Understood. If you could also walk us through your revenue plans, what are you focusing on for FI for the upcoming year, and how are you working on to achieve the same?
That's the most elaborate answer I'll have to give to justify it. But let me try to answer it in a different way. So the focus always for us is on good brand, good quality, unit economics. We stick to that. We don't focus as much on top line versus bottom line and brand perception. These are the two things we focus on. So the way we build it out is not chase growth, but chase long-term vision because we feel we want to be here for the next 100 years. And whether we grow 30% this year or 40% this year, it's irrelevant to the 100-year journey. But what's very relevant to the 100-year journey is the perception that the brand has, the keeping up with the quality that our customers expect from us, making sure the experience is great. making sure we are the home of pop culture. I think those are the focus points for us.
Got it. And also, currently, how many stores are you operating offline? And is there any expansion plan for your offline stores as well for this year and the upcoming year?
Yeah, so I think we have about 55, 60 stores, which will become about 80 by the end of this financial year. Um, and some of them will now start becoming franchise owned stores,
Right.
because in certain tier 2, tier 3 cities where we don't have operational prowess, especially on ground staff, we think the franchisors can do better. That's how we are looking at our offline strategy.
Got it. Got it. And also, we've seen Hardik Pandya being associated with Soul Store. Any other celebrity or probably influencer you're thinking of onboarding for the Soul Store? Or do you have any influencer marketing strategies that you would like to adapt for this year?
We don't push too much on these buckets of branding. We feel like the consumer now knows us. We used to use these influencers for awareness. Customer knows us. I think a lot of celebrities just wear us anyway, which helps the brand. So we don't know why we should, have a specific dedicated one. Um,
Got it.
yeah.
Understood. And so coming to the final question, what's now ahead for Soul Store? What are any upcoming series or collaborations that we'll be seeing from the brand, which will drive consumers to buy them?
I don't think we need anything new to drive consumers to buy us. However,
Yeah.
uh, we have a few launches. We have a new anime collection that will launch, a new anime property that will launch this weekend. Very excited about it. And you will see that there will be a few more through the month of August. Um, Again, this is just part of our business, and we'll keep having the latest TV shows, movies, etc. What we're very excited about is to continue building out Indian fandom, and that's something that we'll do.
Thank you so much, sir, for your time and for sharing insights about the brand. And I'm sure the viewers will get to understand about how what the brand's ambitions are, and what they're working towards. Thank you so much.
Thank you.